In this video, I want to talk about this sign here that's saying if you're going to be going into that turn lane here, you need to yield to the cyclist in the bike lane here. And they're reiterating that with the green paint here on the ground. You should know that as a driver, right? If you're going to be cutting over somebody else's lane, you need to yield the way to them. So if they're, this is why we need to shoulder check to the right prior to making a change in road position. So if we're going to be going over to the right, even though it's a slight steer to the right to get into this turn lane, we still need to check our blind spot to make sure we're not cutting anyone off. So that's a good way to think of things in driving is whose lane am I cutting off by making that maneuver, right? I'm going to be cutting off the the cyclist here if I go into that turn lane. Up ahead, if I'm going to be making a right turn, and then the light is red, I'm going to be cutting their lane. And if the light is green, I might be cutting the pedestrians that are using that crosswalk there. So when you think of it that way, of whose path am I about to cross, it will give you more, I guess, heads up about who you need to be on the lookout for, right? So let's say you got into this lane after checking for that cyclist. Now you want to go forward to check to see who's approaching from the left. Well, there might be again a cyclist riding alongside you here, so we need to check the blind spot. And if you're going to be coming forward to check to see who's over here, as you go forward, you would be cutting off the pedestrian using this crosswalk here. So you need to check to see no one's entering into the crosswalk from either direction. And then when it's time to turn, again, making sure you're not taking a gap that is going to impede the cross traffic here. So long story short, they have these signs posted here, but if you have that mentality already in the back of your mind that if I'm going to be going somewhere, I need to check and to ensure I'm not going to be cutting anyone's path as I make that maneuver, then this sign is just redundant and it's serving as a reminder rather than being like, oh, there's a sign here. What does it say I have to do? You already have a game plan in your mind about what the safety procedure should be.